Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj and today I will be giving you the picks for UFC Vegas 29 early prelim fights. But before I get into that, I'm going to really quickly go over last week's card. UFC 263, Adesanya versus Vettori. I'm not going to spend too much time in it, but I will be completely transparent. I went 9-5 overall on my card. Just going through, let's see. Luigi Vendramini, he lost that one. I won Carlos Felipe. Then I won the decision. Steven Peterson, both the props, nailed them. Decision. Unfortunately, Luigi Vendramini did not come through for me, so that parlay for that show did not pay out. Next, I lost. The short notice thing with Terrence McKinney and Matt Frivola. Thankfully, I didn't because that was I didn't have that in the parlay because I had the Frank Camacho when I did the bet, so there was no money on that. But I did. On Tapology, I did pick Matt Frivola, but what did I say? I said this Terrence McKinney from LFA champ. He's on fire. He's just coming off 9 days fighting early. But anyway, he won knockout first round, TKO first round. Then Alexis Davis. I had picked her. She outstruck Pani Khanzad every single round. Everybody. I don't know about everybody because there's a lot of people that were on Pani Khanzad because they had money on her. She was a lot of people's anchor on the parlays and everything. But you know what? You gotta admit that was a robbery. That should have went for Alexis Davis. Sometimes these judges got to be judged. Like who determines? Like who's watching their pick? How come they don't have to give any reasoning to why they picked a certain way? Because if they took the significant strikes and the volume and the strikes landed, control time, all that stuff that should come into effect, Alexis Davis, she in my opinion, she won every round. Pani did have some strong hits in there, but not enough to replace the volume. Whatever. Anyway, lost that one. Then I nailed Movsar Evlev by decision. I got that. But look, I even wrote down robbery decision. That's right. Mother effers. Salty. I am. So what? Okay, moving up the card. I picked Lauren Murphy. I did flip-flop, but eventually I ended up flopping back to Lauren Murphy. Got that by decision. Darren Stewart, close one. Unfortunately, I lost that. Then we got the Brad Rydell. Boom. That was my fight of the night right there. I love that. That was a great... Man, those guys were banging. Both of them taking nice hits and landing nice hits. Good fight. Came out the winner. Then, of course, I hedged the bet, though. The Paul Craig... submitted and broke his arm. I hedge betted him, and that, like I said I was going to in the video, I even put $, sub, and triangle. Check the video out from last week. Hedge bet him. Unfortunately, on Tapology, I did take Jamal Hill, and I had Jamal Hill for a prop bet KO round 2, but you guys saw what happened. Then moving up, Bilal Muhammad, I did pick that. I hedge bet Maya, but not a big one, so I'm glad Bilal came out there. Leon Edwards, it was a little scary a couple times, but with the Stockton slap and all that, but Leon Edwards came out with a decision, and thankfully, I won the parlay for the main events. I had Izzy by decision, he won by decision, and I picked Brandon Moreno. I picked him by decision. However, thanks to Clint from Die Hard MMA Podcast, I follow him on Instagram. He said it would be very good odds to just put Moreno after the weigh-ins too. He's like take Moreno third, fourth, or fifth prop. And what I did. I put a little bit of hedge. Oh, I already picked Moreno anyway for the win, but I also hedged. I put a bet on third round, fourth round, and fifth round. Got it done in the third, so that was a plus 2,200 payout on my. I think I put like a $5 bet on it. Yeah, I went 5, 10, 15. I spent $15 on those hedges, but it paid out fairly well. I think do the math. Anyway, overall, I came out plus money. Overall, I came out plus money, and I hope to do the same this weekend. So, without further delay, let's get into this card, the curtain opener. We've got Matthew the Jedi Semelsberger coming in, taking on Khaos, the Ox Fighter Williams. Matt Semelsberger is, I heard he was, according to Tapology, he's fighting out of the Clinch Academy in Frederick, Maryland. But I heard from one of his cappers I'm going to put on here. I'm not sure which one, but I heard he's fighting. James Lynch today mentioned that he's been exclusively training with Tim Means, Dirty Bird, who is also on this card. So, who's to say? I don't know. Anyway, Matt Semelsberger comes in as the underdog, plus 145, with a record of 8 wins, 2 losses as a professional. His last fight was a win against Jason Witt. Knocked him out in round 1. 16 seconds in round 1. He is on a 5-fight win streak for the Jedi. His opponent, the favorite here, minus 170 favorite, 11-2, the Ox Fighter Khaos Williams. His real name is Colin. I like Colin. I don't know why. But anyway, Colin Khaos, Ox Fighter Williams is the favorite, minus 170. Comes in with a record of 11-2. He's coming off a loss against Michel Tejera by unanimous decision. He has a 2-inch reach advantage on Matt Semelsberger. He was fighting out of Murcielago MMA, but I've since heard he's changed gyms. Now he's fighting out of New Mexico, out of Jackson Wink. Why some people say that was a kind of a bad move. Some people are claiming that's going to a worse facility, but I don't know. I'm sure he's got his reasonings. Anyway, Ox Fighter, the favorite. We'll start off with him. We've got the very informative. Blue, really? Sorry. Colorblind sometimes. I've got the very informative. I like to call him the professional, one of the best interviewers. There's so many good interviewers, but James Lynch. I am a patron of his Patreon. He's taken the favorite Khaos Williams. Jumping over here, we've got from the Parlay Punch. Matt is taking Matt Semelsberger by decision. However, the other part of Parlay Punch, Josh, is taking Khaos Williams, and Josh saying Khaos Williams should get the KO in the first round. Possibly. Khaos Williams. Oh, by the way, the public, if you go on Tapology, I just checked it. The public is on Khaos Williams. I think 70% of the public, or something like that, 80%. I know a lot of the public is taking Khaos Williams, but also taking Semelsberger. We've got Schroeder MMA bets. He's saying Semelsberger by decision. Then we also got it's your boy eBay's. he had a couple interruptions during his show, and one of them was like a corny ringtone, and he was like, "I'm sorry, y'all," and then he came back and he's like, "By the way, that was not my ringtone." I just thought that was funny. I don't know why he had to point that out. And finally, making this a majority, we've got King of Crackdowns closing it off, also saying by decision. I noticed the trend here. Look at all these cappers taking Semelsberger by decision. We got 4 cappers to 2. 4 of them taking the plus money. Matthew, Semi, the Jedi, Semelsberger. I also have to go with the plus money here on Semelsberger. I am going to take with the cappers. I'm going to take them by decision. You know? Fall right in line. Decision, 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 decision. I hold these guys in high respect to all these cappers. Unlike others, man, I don't like to mention names, but there is a capper this weekend that talked. Last week he talked so much trash about all these other cappers, and somebody, I don't want to mention his name, but somebody on Twitter leaked out his tier picks, because you know he's got all these. You guys are gonna figure it out, but he's got all these tiers, and and his Patreon, and the higher the tier, the more you're paying a month. It's like the highest tier I think is like over $100. I don't really know, but there's like the low tier is $10 or $9.99 or whatever, $10. Then we've got the mid tier is like $50, and the high tier is $100, and there might be a tier above that where he actually writes out your bets for everything, even non-UFC outside. Anyway, this Joker has been blasting other handicappers and just talking smack about them. And I looked at his parlays this weekend, and this is even, I think I saw him on Twitter before all the events finished, and when I looked at it, I think he was like, he had 1 out of 11 top pick parlays, or some tier 1 parlays. Only one of them cashed out. So I think that's just humorous. And he is not transparent. He'll lie. He'll lie and say he made a bundle this weekend. I guarantee it. Watch his videos. But I don't want to, I don't have enough about him. Let's move on. Next. I made Parlay King. Next we I'm such an idiot. Anyway, next we got Natto BJJ Joaquim Silva taking on Ricky Glenn. Yes, Ricky, formerly Rick Glenn, the Gladiator. Now he wants to be called Ricky. And I learned that because James Lynch interviewed him, and that's what he's going by now, Ricky. Interesting choice of name change. But full respect for Ricky Glenn. I like that. Whatever. Let's go. We've got the favorite here, slight favorite right now is Joaquim Silva. Joaquim. There's not an N, that's an M at the end. Joaquim Silva, Natto BJJ. He fights out of Brazil, out of this, how do you say that? Ivolucao Thai MMA with, I want to say it's his brother, Bruno Silva, who is also on this card fighting Wellington Turner. But I'm assuming they're related. They may not be. There's a third Silva that also trains out of there. I didn't write his name down though. But that's down in Brazil, where there is, a ton of Silvas, just like in the U.S. There's a ton of Browns and Jones Jones is kind of, but I mean, it's a popular name, so I don't know if they're related or not. Somebody in the comments tell me if they're related, Joaquim and Bruno. Anyway, because they're both out of the same facility. Joaquim Silva is coming off a loss to Nasrat Hakparast, knocked out round 2 He got knocked out. And he's taking on Ricky Glenn, the Gladiator. Ricky Glenn fighting out of... Now this one's interesting. It's because he's not fighting... On Sheer Dog it says alpha male. He's no longer fighting out of there. And Tapology says Pure Vita BJJ MMA in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I think he may be... I heard he's back at home in Iowa. And I do believe that's relatively close to Wisconsin. I don't know. I'm not from there. So, but let's go with... He's fighting out of Pure Vita BJJ MMA. You know, he was interviewed by... I told you, James Lynch. That's why James Lynch, like, he is back home fighting out of Iowa. So is he still? I don't know. Anyway, Ricky Glenn's coming off a loss to Kevin Aguilar by decision. He hasn't fought since 2018, and during his time off, he did have a hip surgery. I heard that from Parlay Punch. He does have a 2-inch height and a 1.5-inch reach advantage over Silva. Let's see what these cappers have to say about this, starting with the slight favorite in Silva, Natto BJJ, 11-2. I like that. Ricky Glenn, 21-6-1, but showing he's got more than double the fights logged compared to Silva. So, let's go. We've got taking Silva, Matt from Parlay Punch. Is taking Silva, and he's saying by TKO. Then the other half of Parlay Punch, Josh is taking Ricky Glenn, and he thinks he's going to win by decision. So Parlay Punch split once again. I like that. Keeps it interesting. Good job. Then we've got James Lynch. Like I said, he did interview Ricky Glenn. I don't think he likes the layoff and the surgery for Ricky Glenn. That's why he's... I don't know if that's his sole reason, but he is taking Silva in this fight. Then we've got King of Crackdowns taking Ricky Glenn by decision. Schroeder, MMA bet, also by decision. And wrap it all up, it's your boy eBay's also taking Ricky Glenn by decision. When in doubt, go with the cappers. This is coin flip fight for me. I mean, they're pretty much even. Ricky Glenn does have the more experience coming into this, and yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with the capper majority and take Ricky Glenn, and I guess I'll take him by decision since that seems to be the popular pick. I'm sure because it's such close odds, it'll make that a plus number. Y'all know I'm plus money junkie. Maybe I'll even take the under on that. I'm going to take the decision. It will go to decision because, see the trend here? That's what I do. That's why I like this show. When in doubt, go with the cappers. It's math. Math. Okay, you see what's going on here? Coincidentally, it's James Lynch has been the contrary on both these, and half of Parlay Punch has been. That's just coincidence. Didn't plan it that way. Moving on. Next, we've got this guy. I don't even know how to say that last name, but we're gonna say Negumereanu. Negumereanu. I don't know. We're just gonna call him Niku, because that's his nickname. Niku fights out of Romania. CSS Dynamo Brazov. Yeah, I couldn't even pull that school up on Tapology. He comes in as the 2-1 underdog. He's 9-1, but it's against Cans. He's even got a fighter in there he went against that was 2-15. That was like the fight before last. He's coming off a loss to Semelsberger Safarov by unanimous decision. That's his only loss. But like I said, a lot of Cans. If you look at Tapology, his people he's fought, a lot of them have bad records. He's taking on Aleksa Camur, the favorite here, -240 favorite, heavy favorite. He's Aleksa Camur is 6-1, fighting out of Strong Style Fight Team. You know who fights out of that? Matt Brown, who's on this card against Diego Lima. Stipe Miocic, oh yeah, and Cody Garbrandt. But I've heard from the cappers that he's exclusively training with Stipe Miocic. That's mainly his main training partner over there in Strong Style Fight Team in Independence, Ohio. He's coming off a loss, a unanimous decision loss to William Knight. You know, so I mean, take that for what you will. You know, William Knight's decent, I guess. Let's see what these cappers have to say about this one. Realize Aleksa Camur is a -240 favorite, so you can kind of assume which way this is going to go. That's why we'll start out with Aleksa Camur. We've got King of Crackdowns, KFC. He's saying TKO in the second for Aleksa Camur. Then we've got James Lynch, also taken Aleksa Camur. It's your boy, eBay's. He's got Aleksa Camur by decision over the Romanian, Niku. Schroeder, MMA Bets. Didn't specifically say how, but he is taking Aleksa Camur. And finally, both guys from Parlay Punch. Josh is saying by decision, and Matt is saying by ground and pound TKO. I like it. I like it a lot. Making this a full capper consensus. Oh my good. A full capper consensus is when
all the handicappers pick one team or one player.
Or one side, and in this case, did you throw out some good luck pearls? I didn't see you throw pearls out. I saw you do this. You gotta throw them. Throw them at the camera. They're good luck pearls. Good luck pearls. Throw it. There you go. Throw it. All right, baby. Mwah. You can go back to watching whatever. Thank you. Okay, capper consensus. That's where everybody's taking the same side. Everybody here has got the favorite in Aleksa Camur. That's pretty much a given. This guy that from Romania fighting Cans, hey, he might shock y'all, but I can't go against the consensus here. I'm also taking Aleksa Camur, but I'm gonna have to prop it out to make it a plus money. I am gonna put it in this parlay though, and if I can't prop that down, I think it's gonna happen by we're gonna just say within distance, inside the distance, and if that doesn't make that -240 a plus number, I'll say round 2, and that will second. Okay, that if you call it by second round, that will definitely be a plus number. So there you have it. To recap. I love that. That never gets old. To recap, I've got Matthew, Semi the Jedi, Matthew Semelsberger, beating Khaos, the Ox Fighter Williams, for the upset, taking the underdog with the majority of the cappers by decision. Look at that. That's why I do this. Then I've got Ricky Glenn, a slight underdog, not a plus money underdog though, but you know what? Once you say by decision, it'll make it a plus money. So I got Ricky Glenn, the Gladiator, beating Joaquim Silva. And finally, to wrap it all up on this show for the early prelims of Vegas 29, I've got Aleksa Camur with the full capper consensus, beating Negumereanu. Negumereanu. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. Full transparency, I have no idea how to say that last name. We're just gonna call him Niku. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Please give me that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, share, leave comments. Leave a phonetic spelling of this guy's name so I can, and also leave comments on your picks for these fights. Tell me which ones you're going with. I kind of like mine. I like the upset here on Khaos Williams. Yeah, go ahead, leave your comments. I appreciate you watching. Good luck on these. Oh, did I do it? I didn't. Gather the info. Place those bets in, cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Good luck on these bets, and I will see you tomorrow with some more fights.